Hey, everybody. Welcome to AOPA's Flight School Business Quick Tips from the Field. Today, we're joined by Chris Erlinson from Tennessee Flight Training. So, Chris, one of the things that we always hear about is having a good culture, whether it's at a flight school or a business, whatever it may be, because obviously you want people to be productive and happy and everything else. How do you
Course.
approach building a culture at Tennessee Flight Training?
So this is, Chris. I'm glad you asked this question. It's actually really, really fun when I think about this and when I look at my organization and the talented people that I have in a room. And if you wouldn't mind, my history's in the music business, so I have to give you a little bit of a music analogy here. Um, when everybody in the band plays their instrument,
Mm-hmm.
and we have experts in place doing the right thing and doing what they're talented at,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that's when people are really, really happy. Uh, I always joke and I say, you can't walk up to the drummer and hand him a guitar and expect it to sound good. You just can't. He may be able to hack out a little bit of stuff, but drummers are drummers and guitar players are guitar players. And so for us, like, right up front when we're bringing talent on board, right up front when we're bringing people, in the interview process and really getting to know somebody, we're really digging in and trying to figure out what are their giftings, what are the things that make them tick, what are the things that they enjoy, what are the things that they're good at. I mean, a couple of examples like when it comes to our CFIs, we keep CFIs for a long time. We really do. And the reason is because they know when they come on board at Tennessee Flight Training, they're going to be expected to do one thing and one thing only, and that's teach. I don't have CFIs wash airplanes. We have somebody else do that. I don't have CFIs bring airplanes in and out of the hangar. We have somebody else that does that. I definitely don't have CFIs answer the phone. We have people that are qualified and talented in those roles, and we let those guys do what they do best. And the joke is that and he even jokes about it himself. Our mechanic, he said, he told us one day, he said, look, if you had me answer the phone, this business would be shut down within a week because you wouldn't have any customers. And that it we all laughed about it, we joked about it, but it's the truth. It's like he has a very specific talent, and the girl that answers the phone has a very specific talent. And let's let people do let's let people take their giftings and use them in the right way, and that just works out best for us. It really does. And it keeps people happy, it keeps people engaged, it keeps people being subject matter experts.
Now, of course, the follow up, because you use this music analogy, and as we
Yeah.
know, both of us being musicians too,
Yes.
as we know, it takes a lot of practice to get good,
Oh
and
yeah.
even a kind of acculturating to a new group that you're in. I'm imagining, and that's why I want to ask the question: do you
No,
do some sort of onboard training for folks that come into these specific roles to do it the Tennessee Flight Training way?
absolutely. So for us, I'm big on processes. I'm up front. I'm big on culture,
Mm-hmm.
right? And when people understand our mission, our vision, our values, then everything else begins to make sense. So when they understand that up front, then the next thing we go into is our manuals, because we pretty much have, I would say, 98% of our company is documented, where you know we talk about, when it comes to teaching a private pilot, what is our document? Our document is the ACS, and we're following the ACS, and we're making, we're following the syllabus, which is tied to the ACS, and the ACS is our grounding for what we're making when it comes to a private pilot. We have documents in place for how we run our office, for how we answer questions that people have, for how we work through different challenges in the business. We try to have everything uh, put into somewhat of a policy, but at the same time, behind that policy, there is the ethos of, this is who we are as a company, and this is what we do. we take care of the customer. So sometimes we're going to go and break policy so that we can take care of the customer.
Yeah.